Hello. Okay, our first instruction set today. I'm going to be teaching you a little bit about how text moves from the page to the screen. And of course, that's going to be our big goal for the week. We will eventually be employing your summer reading to kind of get a better understanding of looking at details in text and then how those details move into a film on the screen. Of course, that's the whole point of this course. But I'm going to instruct you today on finding details in text and talking about how those details embody a mood that the author is trying to convey in that context or in the moment of the reading. So what I have for you today is a passage from Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. Of course, in the Canvas page, it asks you to go ahead and print out this particular text page, or you can upload it and work from it digitally. But I want to instruct you on a couple things today before we go into our first activity. So I'm going to just have you follow along. You're welcome to just watch this video, or if you want to interact with a hard copy of the text, you could do that too. Here we go. I'm going to read for you and demonstrate some things. Oh, let me begin by telling you, first of all, that at this moment in the story, our main character, Pip, who is young, he is maybe about anywhere from 8 to 10 years old, has been summoned to come to a very extravagant old woman's house to quote-unquote play. Her name is Miss Havisham, and he has never seen her before. He's heard a lot about her, but he doesn't really know anything about her personally. So this will be the first time he meets her. For such reasons, I was very glad when 10 o'clock came and we started for Miss Havisham's. Though I was not at all at my ease regarding the manner in which I should acquit myself under that lady's roof. Within a quarter of an hour we came to Miss Havisham's house, which was of old brick and dismal and had a great many iron bars to it. Okay, I'm going to pause already because I'm already seeing some details in the text that are very vivid and that I can picture in my head. And here they are. We get to our old house, which was of old brick and dismal and had a great many iron bars to it. So I think about like wrought iron bars that move vertically or maybe sometimes horizontally that cover openings. I'll continue. Some of the windows had been walled up. Of those that remained, all the lower were rustily barred. So here again, rustily barred. There was a courtyard in front, and that was barred. I'm also going to highlight courtyard because I can kind of picture this yard out in front, and everything is barred. So we had to wait after ringing the bell until someone should come and open it. While we waited at the gate, I peeped in and saw that at the side of the house there was a large brewery. No brewing was going on in it, and none seemed to have gone on for a long, long time. A window was raised, and a clear voice demanded, "What name?" To which my conductor replied, "Pumblechook." The voice returned, "Quite right," and the window was shut again, and a young lady came across the courtyard with keys in her hand. I don't know. Here we see courtyard again, and to me there's something interesting about keys in her hand. I'll talk about that in a minute. "This," said Mr. Pumblechook, "is Pip." "This is Pip, is it?" returned the young lady, who was very pretty and seemed very proud. Okay, so kind of a visual element. She's very pretty. Mr. Pumblechook was coming in also. Oh, she's very proud. "Come in, Pip." Mr. Pumblechook was coming in also, when she stopped him with the gate. This gate again. "Oh," she said, "did you wish to see Miss Havisham?" "If Miss Havisham wished to see me," returned Pumblechook, discomfited. "Ah," said the girl, "but you see, she don't." Okay, so I'm going to stop for just a second. I want to go back through what I've marked with you. This house is of old brick. It's dismal. There's a lot of bars to it. The lower windows are rustily barred. There's this courtyard that surrounds the front of the house, and it is barred. The young lady comes to the courtyard, and she has keys, so she's got to let people in. This young lady is also very pretty. And toward the end of our reading here, we see that she stops him with the gate, and only Pip can come in. So my next question is, what kind of a mood would Charles Dickens be trying to establish with these particular terms? And in my head, I'm thinking that the mood is kind of a mood of confinement, restriction. Only certain people can come in. Perhaps the person inside is afraid and doesn't want to let people in. Or maybe we're keeping somebody in. There's a lot of questions that are raised. But regardless, the mood itself is kind of captured in the word dismal. But I also feel that there's a feeling of constraint. Oh, that's supposed to be an I. Constraint going on here as well. So I'm going to leave you with these thoughts here. We're going to stop the reading at this point for just a second. I want you to go on and do the SWIC, and then we will move on to our first activity. Okay, go ahead and move on to that SWIC.